Hey guys, DC just announced their new initiative, DC All In. Are you all in, Addy?
I'm all in. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Comic Chic, your source and for everything comic books and DC news. Well, Marvel too. But today we're here to talk about DC All In, which is the new initiative from DC, and we've got some visuals to go with this presentation. And here we go. So DC All In. What does it say? This fall, DC goes all in with its biggest publishing initiative in years, presenting two distinct narratives that form one colossal story, starting a dynamic and explosive new epic for the world's greatest superheroes. It's been awesome to work with Scott, Daniel, and Wes on this one shot that shapes the future of the DC universe, Williamson says. Personally, it's been exciting as this bookends the story that started with Death of the Justice League 2 years ago and begins a brand new chapter for the DC universe. We've used this moment to create a massive story engine for DC's talented creators to take the ball and run with. So it says All In is designed as a line-wide jumping on point, says Snyder. Returning to DC for the first time in 4 years to join the initiative, every book will start a new epic story over the course of the fall. All the books in the main DC universe and a whole new line of daring reinventions called the Absolute Universe. DC will have every kind of superhero story you could want. Blockbuster, wild, personal, daring, everything, all of it connected by a mega story that starts in DC All In Special #1. So, what else is happening? This October in the DC Universe, thrilling new creative teams are going to join Action Comics, Detective Comics, Titans, Batman and Robin, Harley Quinn, Nightwing, and Catwoman. Continuing hit series such as Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, The Flash, and Poison Ivy charge ahead with fresh story arcs, but still the same creative teams. Every series in October provides a fresh entry point without reboots or retcons. That's huge, guys. Even no renumbers. We're keeping the same numbers. And throughout the remainder of 2024 and beyond, multiple series will debut in the DC Universe as part of All In. Ones both unexpected and long demanded by fans. So the Absolute Universe begins with Absolute Batman by Scott Snyder and Nick Dragotta, Absolute Superman by Jason Aaron and Rafa Sandoval, and Absolute Wonder Woman by Kelly Thompson and Hayden Sherman. Each ongoing series presents these iconic heroes in a striking reimagined context. The Absolute Universe will continue to grow with more new series and unexpected creative teams to be revealed in the coming months. Guys, we've got the creative teams here for you, and we're going to show them in a second. Before we go further, Ali, what do you think about this, man?
It's a lot, but it's all of it is super exciting. The DC Universe stuff and the Absolute stuff. I'm personally more excited for the Absolute stuff just because it's new, it's different, and I love all three creative teams on all of those three books. But now, last time we talked about this, we only saw Absolute Batman. What do you think of Superman and Wonder Woman?
Yeah, I mean, it's who we speculated would be on the book, and I'm very happy. I'm particularly happy with Wonder Woman. And I actually, ironically, I think Batman's the one I'm least excited about. It's not that it looks bad or anything. I think it looks great. I've read a lot of good Scott Snyder Batman. I've read a lot of Scott Snyder Batman. I'm more intrigued in the Jason Aaron take on this different Superman and this take on the Kelly Thompson, especially take on Wonder Woman with Hayden Sherman. Like, those are all creators that really excite me. So those are the books I'm looking more forward to from the Trinity. But I'm sure we've got so many that we haven't heard about yet. I mean, the rumors were saying Al Ewing on Absolute Green Lantern, Dennis Camp on Absolute Martian Manhunter. If those are true, those are going to be even better for me. So I'm very excited to see where this goes. I do like what Scott Snyder was saying. So for those of you who don't know, DC dropped a 6-minute video yesterday with Scott Snyder and Joshua Williamson talking about this initiative, and basically they did the announcement for people confirming all of this formally. And one thing they said was that this Absolute Universe is it's formed from dark side energy, so the heroes are kind of based on that whole take. I forget exactly what the terms was, but it just sounds really cool. It's almost like the twisted side of the energy. It reminds
They're
me a lot
almost
of
like
what he was saying.
darker, right? They're almost like
Yeah,
each of them is a
darker.
little darker, a little less, I
Yeah,
guess, hopeful or bright than what they usually are in
exactly.
DC. Especially Superman and Wonder Woman, because Batman is
Yes.
always the darkest out of the three, right?
Hmm.
So that's not
Hmm.
necessarily something new that people haven't seen before. We've explored Batman's darkness and broodness like so many times over the years, but for Superman and Wonder Woman especially, I'm very excited to get a different take on them like that.
Yeah, so where can you get in on all this? As you can see, this is the DC Connect Spotlight page. This is the DC All In Special #1, where the All In initiative is going to begin. It's written by Scott Snyder and Josh Williamson, the two writers who did the announcement video, as well as, you guys have heard of them from several different things. Scott Snyder's done amazing work with tons of titles: Swamp Thing, American Vampire. What else has he done? New 50.
Batman, obviously.
This
Yeah.
league. Scott Snyder's been everywhere: metal, death metal, and then Josh Williamson. He's been just recently doing Superman, and now he's going to continue Superman with Dan Mora on art. So lots to look forward to there. Got art by Danielle Semper and Wes Craig, which, by the way, this right here is Danielle Semper. The artwork looks gorgeous. He's really grown to be one of DC's best artists.
Oh, he's great. Yeah.
I
Ever
love
since,
art
ever
by
since
him, and I love
the,
it. Yeah.
ever since the, I forgot what it was called, but the crisis where the Justice League died, like last year, or the year
Dark
before,
Crisis.
I've been Dark Crisis. Yeah, I've been in love with his art, and like him being on Wonder Woman has been fantastic. I'm so excited for him to be getting the recognition he deserves now.
Yeah, I do love Wes Craig as well. Wes Craig, of course, the creator behind Kaya. If you haven't been reading Kaya, I highly recommend it. An awesome Image Comics book. And he said, "Don't worry, Kaya's still gonna keep coming out on time," and he's committed to that. So I can't wait for that. And then, of course, we've got a cover by Rafa Sandoval, who, Rafa Sandoval is awesome. Who got him recently on Action Comics. He's always been, doing a lot of cool stuff at DC. So I'm very, very excited for the next chapter of DC Comics. And if you want to know where to start, it's going to start here. DC All In Special #1, releasing October 2, 2024. So make sure to check it out. And here we're going to show you guys the new creative teams for the Trinity Absolute books, as well as the new creative teams on the mainline books, and then we're going to head out. So the first book we've got is Absolute Batman, written by Scott Snyder, art and cover by Nick Dragotta. We got variants by Wes Craig, Jim Lee, and Mitch Gerrits. Even more incentive variants by Ian Bertram and Mitch Gerrits. I'm very excited for this. We've already talked about Absolute Batman in our last video, so check that out if you haven't, where we were talking about the rumors around it and everything, which I guess a lot of which are true now. Yeah. So it's nice to see it in color here. I know they had the SDCC shirt with the color, but it's nice to see the actual comic book cover in color. I will say he's still thick as ever. So for my thick Batman fans, we're getting that.
Bro, his thighs are as thick as his torso. It's crazy.
You could crush watermelons with those thighs, I'm telling you. But yeah, amazing Absolute Batman. Looking forward to it. We'll definitely give it a try. Next up, we've got Absolute Superman by Jason Aaron. We saw him do that Action Comics Superstars 3-issue run earlier this year with Bizarro. That was some fun stuff. So I'm really looking forward to what he could do with a fresh slate where he has full control and a different context, a different take entirely. I'm really excited. I hope they really take advantage of that. So Rafa Sandoval, I do love his artwork. The way he draws this Superman reminds me a little bit of how he was drawing Black Adam.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I'm really excited, especially like out of costume.
Yes,
I mean?
The hair is almost exactly the same.
Yeah, and the face and the shrouded in the shadows. I'm very excited for this issue as well, and this whole series. I can't wait. It says, "Without the fortress, without the family, without a home, what's left in the absolute man of steel?" I can't wait to read that. Awesome stuff.
That makes me think, like, how much are they going to change his origin, right? Like, is he even going to be a Kent? Is there going to be a Clark, or is he just Superman? I don't know. I'm very interested in this one.
That's a good point. Yeah, can't wait to find out. And then finally, we've got from the Trinity of Absolute titles and Absolute Wonder Woman #1 by Kelly Thompson and Hayden Sherman. Hayden Sherman, one of my favorite artists, new artists working. If you haven't read Chicken Devil, please read Chicken Devil. It's fantastic. So all in it says, "Without the island paradise, without the sisterhood that shaped her, without a mission of peace, what's left is the absolute Amazon." So I can't wait to see that. I do like. It looks like a New 52 mix between her New 52 design and like a Witching Hour from the Justice League Dark. She looks very, I don't know, different, dark in some ways, but tattooed and cool in the others. It almost kind of reminds me of Kaya also. So very excited for that. Can't wait. Are you gonna pick this up?
Absolutely. Yeah. I love Kelly Thompson. I don't think I've read a single Kelly Thompson thing that I didn't like. So, and the fact that she's on Wonder Woman now. So I hope that by October, whenever this comes out, we have 2 great Wonder Woman books. That'll be fantastic. I've been playing a lot of Hades 2 recently, and I get like this Hecate vibe from her. I don't know why.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's a good comparison. Very excited for this. Can't wait to see what Hayden Sherman does with this. And yeah, Next up, we've got the creative team reshuffles, and we're going to go through them real quick before we head on out, ladies and gentlemen. First up, we've got Catwoman number 69. Torrin Grombeck makes her way to DC as she takes over the Catwoman run as the new writer with art by Fabiana Mascolo. I'm not personally going to be checking this out. I haven't been on Catwoman in a while, but I am happy that it's getting a creative refresh, and I'm excited for my fellow Catwoman fans. Are you going to be checking this out, Eddie?
No, I haven't. Like, kind of like you, I haven't been reading one Catwoman in forever, but I hope it's good. If you like Catwoman, I hope it's great.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Harley Quinn by newcomer Elliot Killan and art by Mindy Lee. I've also been off Harley for a while, so I don't know if I'll check this out. I do like that they're kind of going back to more like comedic roots with the classic
Yeah.
kind of Harley. So, this is an interesting, different costume. Like I've never seen that costume before, so I don't know if that's maybe launching with the new run with the debut issue. But I'm very curious to see what they do. So yeah, Elliot Killen and Mindy Lee on the new Harley Quinn creative team for the mainline DC title. Very excited. We'll see what happens. Next up, we've got Batman and Robin. So this is the current Joshua Williamson run. As you guys may have heard in his newsletter, he said that his last issue will be number 13, where they close out the current Dinosaur Island run with Bane and Vengeance and all that good stuff. It's been really great. Juan Ferreira doing the art, beautiful stuff. He's getting so the new writer is going to be Philip Kennedy Johnson with art and cover by Javier Fernandez. I gotta say, Philip Kennedy Johnson, a little bit of a weird choice for this book in my opinion, but I'm very excited for the Javier Fernandez artwork. I might still give this a try. We'll see, but it does look good. I'm surprised they're continuing this title though, because it feels like it's in its own like place and continuity, and it doesn't really need to be there. So yeah, are you gonna check this out?
I probably will, because just like Harley, I'm kind of on and off with Batman and Robin and Harley. Like, I'll pick an issue here and there. But since it's starting fresh, new team and everything, I'll give it a shot.
Hell yeah. Very excited. I'm happy for those who've been enjoying this run because this looks like a solid lineup for the next creators. And next up, we've got, I don't know why I have this one here, but I might as well talk about it. Batman All In, Batman number 153. We don't have a different creative team. It's the same team, still Chip Zdarsky and Jorge Jimenez. But in the second issue, you see we've got Karma and DG Domenico doing the artwork. So I guess it's back to like shifting between those two artists. But very excited for this new era of Batman. Hoping to see something different from what we've seen with Failsafe and all that stuff in the recent arcs. But yeah, continues with that creative team. Next up, we've got Superman number 19. So Joshua Williamson remains on the Superman book, except we're getting Dan the Man Mora on the art duties for Superman. You can see that gorgeous cover A there with Superman and Lois Lane as the Superwoman. That's right, you heard me. Lois Lane is returning as Superwoman, and as you can see in the solicit, we're getting that Doomsday tease, which, if you've been keeping up with Superman, has been slightly teased in the last few issues. So
Yes, it has.
very excited for that. I'm so pumped for this. What do you think? Like, I can't wait for this.
Me too. I've been kind of back into Superman and reading a lot of Superman this past year, and I've been loving Dan Mora. So mixing the two together, I can't imagine it being anything less than excellent.
I can't imagine. I bet Mark Waid is so upset that he finally lost Dan Mora to someone else.
I mean, I kind of am too, right? I kind of am too, because like World's Finest has been consistently great for the past since it started. So the fact that it's changing up a little, who knows? But we'll see.
We'll see. Though, don't be too unhappy for Mark Waid, because he is finally getting his dream gig. He is getting to write Action Comics, and I could not be happier. Ladies and gentlemen, this story was made for me. Not only have we got Mon-El right there and some mention of the Time Trapper, but we've also got mentions of the Phantom Zone. We've got, I believe, is it Zadu who's been mentioned? I don't even remember. I didn't read all the solicits, to be honest, but we've got mentions of several Phantom Zone characters. We've got Mon-El. We've got Time Trapper teased, weekly Action Comics issues in October. I don't know if Mark Waid's going to stay on the title beyond these 4 issues, but even if we just get these 4 alone, that's exciting enough already. And then if that's not enough, we've got Mariko Tamaki on the Supergirl backup stories, which, if you've read her Supergirl special, I really enjoyed that. So I'm very excited for that. And she's killing it over at Zatanna right now. So love this. I can't wait for this. Rip our wallets, but it's worth it.
I know
you're going to be picking this up?
Like, yeah. I will. I definitely will. But like, October is going to be a heavy DC month.
Hopefully get some new Legion fans. Like, if you guys don't know, Mon-El is a Legionnaire and Superboy's big brother. If you know, you know. That's all I'll say. So yeah, very excited for this Action Comics update. Can't wait for this, guys. 4 issues in October. It's going to be legendary, and it starts right here with 1070. So next up, we've got there the rest of the issues right there. So very exciting stuff. And next up, we've got the new Nightwing creative team, guys. You guys know my favorite character is Nightwing. I was really looking forward to this run, and I gotta say, I'm very excited for this changeup. We've got Dan Waters writing it. Dan Waters, you might have seen him on Destro. Excuse me, you might have seen him on Sword of Ezreal. You might have seen him on several other books, Six Fingers, I believe, and now he's doing Nightwing with art by Dexter Soy. Lots of people love Dexter Soy's artwork on Nightwing, and for good reason. Man draws a really good Red Hood. He draws a great Nightwing. He likes to draw those street level characters, and he does a great job. I can't wait to see their take on this. Look, they're continuing the numbering, and if you read the solicit, it looks like it's picking up some of the pieces of Tom Taylor's run and continuing with those threads. So I'm really excited to see where we go from there. Love these like white covers with the logos, like motif they've been doing for this month's books. Yeah, very cool. It's like the timeless covers, except they're all like cover A's. You know what I mean? It makes me feel better about picking them up.
Each of them feels like a character spotlight, or like giving the artist a little room to like show off a little bit.
Totally. So guys, some awesome creative overhauls coming, and last but not least, I think we got 2 or 3 more. I know Titans is coming up, but we've got Green Arrow number 350, which is, I believe this is the last issue of Josh Williamson's run, where he's going to pass the baton to Chris Condon, who is part of the new Green Arrow creative team, and with art by Montos. Yeah, so pass the bow to a new creative team of Chris Condon and Montos. I do love Montos's art. If you haven't been seeing, he's been doing art on it's the Green Lantern War Journal, I believe he's doing the art for, and it's been beautiful. I can't wait to see what he does with this book. I love Green Arrow. He's one of my all-time favorites, and I've been really enjoying this run by Williamson. So it's a bit of a bittersweet moment, but hopefully this new creative team does something interesting with the book. Are you going to be checking this out, Eddie?
I might. We'll see. We'll see. I can't check out everything, and if something has to make the cut, it'll probably be this one so far.
Yeah, if you look, like all these covers are done by different people, so it's really interesting to see them all follow the same motif but have like different artists. Because usually one artist does like the whole.
Yeah, so that's how timeless was.
Yeah, exactly. Like Alex Ross did all of them, but here they're all like all these different artists are doing these covers, but preserving the essence of the idea. Yeah, I love that. So cool. So yeah, we've got that and an annual to look forward to. Oh, and this one was controversial. I'll say that much. Detective Comics number 1090 is also getting a new creative team with Tom Taylor and Mikel Yanin. I don't know how I feel about this. I was a little bit underwhelmed with this, or maybe just whelmed. You know, like Tim Drake
just
from
whelmed,
Young Justice. Yeah, just whelmed, not overwhelmed, not underwhelmed, just whelmed. I don't know. Mikel Yanin is a bit stiff. I do agree with people saying that, but I think he draws really good group shots and big like set pieces. I guess I do like Tom Taylor, but I don't know. I wouldn't have picked him to be on Detective. But that being said, I'll probably give this new run a chance with the first issue or 2. What about you?
I might wait this one out, to be honest. I haven't been reading Detective in a while, so I'm not in too much of a hurry to jump on it.
That's right. I respect that. So I believe last but not least is Titans. Titans is getting a new creative team in John Layman as writer and Pete Woods as artist. John Layman has been doing some of the I've seen him recently. I don't know what he's doing. I forget. But I know Pete Woods has been doing the covers for the Absolute Power Task Force 7 covers, issues. So I'm really excited to see what he does here. I kind of like the art. I'm not going to lie. And like I was saying earlier in our last stream, I feel like Titans is in need of a creative overhaul. I feel like the run's a little bit in a weird spot. So I'm excited to see where this goes. Have you been reading Titans? Are you going to be checking this out?
Probably. I think this is one that I would like to check out because, like I said, I jumped in when the new Titans came out, like with issue number 1. I read the first few issues, but it kind of just fell off. So if it's a new team, I'll give it a shot and maybe I'll get hooked this time.
For sure. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for the updates regarding DC All In. So that's all we have for you today. I gotta say, I'm really excited for this new era of DC, this new initiative. I'm really excited for the Absolute line coming out with all these different books and different creative teams. And I guess we'll end it here with a question. Are you all in for the new DC Comics? Let us know in the comments below. And please like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Take it easy, everybody.